And certainly, fire cannot burn. St. Ricketts, www.saintricketts.com. It is the theme song to our 100% live Tuesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the You Show. You. Usually my co-host Jewel Tatey was dropping a yo. A little last-minute emergency tonight, so no Jewel. It'll be just I and our special guest. Hello, I'm new. Welcome, J.D. Wolf. Interesting. What's up, brother? Yo, thank you for the yo. Jewel Tatey without us this evening. Tried to do a last-minute co-host thing. Kind of fell through. No big deal. And this Tuesday night, we are live. This is the Yo Show. Jeff the Shark Bernie with you. Got my Crooked Ways t-shirt on. Crooked Ways, of course, performing Thursday night with the amazing band Plush. Today, the wife said, let's try and get there. Gonna see what we can do. Lots to talk about shows we hit over the last few days. Big thank you to last week's guest, Presley Tennant, a core PR client, an amazing singer. We had a great time with her. And tonight, a young lady very similar to her in many ways. Just sweet and beautiful and super talented. Her second visit as well. Seems to be a trend. Tonight, 8:30, the amazing Kate Boytek. Yes, will be our very special guest. Very excited to have Kate back on the program. She is great. We had a blast with her last time. We're going to play some songs from her through the night, including the new one, House Fire, coming up shortly. Excited. Top 5, even without Jewel, we will do a top 5 list. It's what we do here at the Yo Show. Top 5's great guest and a ridiculous host. Top 5 summertime songs, and yeah, that's right, it's almost summertime. It's getting nice out. I see Kate there checking out the green room, hanging out with us. Very excited. I'm not a big summer guy. My wife will tell you, my friends will tell you, I don't do well in the heat. It happens. But I still like me a good sunlight till 8 o'clock at night and trips to get ice cream and stuff like that. There are some great things about summer, no matter who you are. And I get to wear shorts. I don't know. Top 5 summertime songs. And number 5, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince Philly team, Summertime. At number 5. It's a goodie. That one is definitely it's definitely on my playlist come summertime. There's that jumping again. Remember last week, the things are jumping. All right. Number 4, it's our good friend Brandon Messon, former Philly guy, made himself out to California, Summer of Love. Great song. Number 4, Brandon Messon's Summer of Love. Number 3, a classic Dan and Jean with Surf City. There is, in fact, 2 girls for every boy. My wife and Kate Boytek. Number 2, just one of my favorite bands of all time. You know it. They're coming in at 1 and 2, especially summertime. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. That is a dandy. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs ever. It got voted as one of the top songs of all time by Rolling Stone magazine. There's a reason. And number 1, of course, California Girls by those Beach Boys. J.D. Wolf says it sounds fine. I thank you, sir. The Michael Bott Band in the house with, hey, man, what is up, dude? Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And our good friend Jason Rushman. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Jay, good to see you, man. Good to have everybody in here tonight for a great show with our special guest, Kate Boytek. Of course, something we always do. We're going to do it a little earlier here tonight because we only have a half of the top 5 list without Jewel, but we play music from our guest. And this one is terrific. It's brand new. It's called House Fire. And if you were here the last time Kate was here, a little bit of a different persona. We'll talk to her about that when it comes in. But this is an awesome song. Absolutely love it. I love everything Kate does. She's fantastic. This one is House Fire. Coming up right now. Let's load it up. It's about 3 minutes and 18 seconds. We'll set the volume, so enjoy, and we'll be back shortly here Tuesday Night Live. This is the You Show.
bruised and sore. Our hearts are evidence, like fingerprints. Always blaming somebody, burned up all our sorries. That's all we ever say. Always halos and horns, just under doom. More tattered and torn than Johnny and June. There's beauty hidden in war, but I can't fight anymore. With all surrender could wait, but now it's too late. Like Bonnie and Clyde, a reckless desire. You held the matches, but baby, I lit the fire. Between the sounds of broken vows, head in the clouds when it's all falling down. It seems like it's hopeless and feels like the rope is getting tighter and tighter all around us. Always halos and horns, destined or doomed. More tattered and torn than Johnny and June. There's beauty hidden in war, but I can't fight anymore. We thought surrender could wait, but now it's too late. Like Bonnie and Clyde, a reckless desire. You held the matches, but baby, I lit the fire. Flames in our eyes, embers start to rise. Burn it down, baby, burn it down. Let it die down, till we're ashes on the ground. Burn it down, baby, burn it down. Burn it down, baby, burn it down. Always halos and horns, destined or doomed. More tattered and torn than Johnny and June. There's beauty hidden in war, but I can't fight anymore. With all surrender could wait, but now it's too late. Like Bonnie and Clyde, a reckless desire. You held the matches, but baby, I lit the fire. Baby, I lit the fire. Now the house is on fire.
Sensational, sensational, sensational. I love it. Great stuff by Kate Boytek. House Fire. It is out now. And we'll bring Kate out here in a few minutes. Love when the guests sit back there and listen to their own music. I'm like, man, this poor guy is just butchering my song with his horrible technology. Well, indeed, J.D. Wolf. A lot like we said last week. And again, I don't want to compare her and Presley Tennant, both amazing talents. But I said to Presley, I like how the females are coming out with this new style of music. It's like a big middle finger, like this is me and this is what you're getting, and stop messing with me. And I like that. And we did it with Presley last week, and kind of maybe where Kate's coming to in certain songs. It happens. It happens to all of us, and I think it's really cool. It's a great song, and we'll have her out here in a few minutes to chat all about it. JD, do not take my script. More darker and sultry. That is actually in my questions. I'm angry at you. Nah, I love you, man. You know how we do it here, and you know how we say it here. And I was thinking that myself, like a little dark, sultry. I actually got that in my questions. We don't really do a script. We just do like a little timeline, so we don't goof things up. At least Jewel doesn't goof things up. I can't speak for myself, but yeah, it's in there, and it's a little different from what we got from Kate last time. And don't get me wrong, both great. The range and the versatility is outstanding, and I can't wait to talk to her. She's still a ray of sunshine either way. This past weekend, and I want to touch on this real quick and give a big congratulations to the team over at iHeartRadio.me who celebrated their 10th birthday. And I was there up at Love Giraffes in Mechanicsburg, PA, and this is the list and some of the bands that I got to see. I got there fairly early, got to catch the Nick Tower Band, our good friends at Pine Creek Academy. They were sensational. The great team at Lives Lost. They were awesome. Sixth Century, of course, we caught them. Caught a little bit of Defiant, and then went, also made my way inside. Did catch Carbon Stone, Lyndhurst, and Dinosaurs in Paris. And just an amazing, amazing show. Amazing bands, amazing music. I also got to meet our good friend, our former guest on the show, Miss. That's not it. That's Sixth Century. That's not it either. It's Dinosaurs in Paris. Somewhere in here is a picture of, there it is, me and Danica Wild, who has become a DJ over iRock. Got to meet her finally. It was nice. And, when you have people on the program, you get to meet them in person. It's super cool. And she was super nice. Happy to see each other. The show was outstanding. It was extremely hot out there. Thank you. Extremely hot out there. Todd Fry in the house. How we doing, buddy? Another great local artist. Speaking of local artists, yeah, a lot of great local artists made it just a great day. The food at Lovejoy is fantastic. The stage is nice and big. They got an outdoor porch now. And I said, you go back to the 6th Century photo, which I'll show you real quick here. The gang, they played the outdoor deck and acoustic set. A lot of bands played acoustic sets, new to them. It was new to Pine Creek Academy, and they killed it. 6th Century is kind of new to them, and they did a great job. One heck of a show. Congratulations once again. iRock Radio on your 10th anniversary. A terrific party. I'm glad I got to be a part of that. Went to Mechanicsburg, and the best thing is, yeah, I sure was. My good friends over at Freedom King Film said, yeah, you were all over the place. I drove up to Mechanicsburg, left the house at 10 o'clock in the morning, drove up there, it took me about 2 hours. So I got there at 12, got inside, settled in, met up with the great Jesse Morgan over at Effigy Entertainment. He's like, I got to eat. So we ordered from Grub, we had a beer, ate. Concert started around 12:30. We caught a series of bands. Again, met Danica, met some bands, said hello to some familiar faces. Rocked out inside and out. Left there around 5:30. Took the 2-hour ride back home at 7:30. Changed clothes, lightning quick, freshened up. Shot down to Sweeney's where we caught our good friends from Strange Culture. Our good friends from Nailbite. And of course, Eric Abyss and Traverse the Abyss at Sweeney's. So yeah, you could say I turned in quite a day. Probably about 11 or 12 bands. 4 hours of driving. 12 hours of partying. It's good stuff that we do here. So we're going to bring Kate out a little earlier tonight, maybe in about a minute. After we do our quick update, of course, we got to check. Our good man, our old buddy, Reese Hoskins, is in town. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Baltimore. Phillies have a runner on second. 1 out, and Nick Castellanos at the plate. Phillies, of course, 7 games up on the Atlanta Braves in first place. Tonight, Milwaukee, second game of that series. Phillies won 3-1 last night. Dave Dahl, new to the roster with a big home run. Great stuff. Go Phils. All right. It's a little early, but I could pretty much talk to this young lady from now until tomorrow without a sweat. She's awesome. Our guest is backstage and ready to go. I think ready to go. Give me a thumbs up because it looked like you just fiddled with something. We good? Thumbs down? Okay. Give her a moment. All right. Not yet. Okay. As Kate Boytek darts through the green room. That's actually kind of fun. It's kind of neat to see that go on back there. But, yeah, we got sports there. We got sports coming up the next couple nights. The championships in both leagues, the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks play for the NBA title. I'll have to tell you, I'm certainly rooting for Dallas in that one. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Big thumbs up if we talk about that. And, of course, NHL, we will talk about shortly. It's the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. And now with the weather, here's J.D. Wolf. You're a great drop in tonight, dude. Joe may not be here, but you are picking up the slack. No weather, no sports, no nothing. It's music and guest time. And our guest tonight, making her second appearance, is a lovely singer and songwriter and West Virginia area, which Jewel absolutely loves. And she's just a terrific artist. We played her new song out here, Heartfire, Housefire. See, Kate, what you do to me? Housefire. Good gracious. Where's Jewel? I need help tonight. Falling apart. Anyway, let's bring her out. The moment that we wait for the guest. let's bring out the lovely Miss Kate Boytek to the program. Kate, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Apparently suffering from a heart fire.
Oh yeah, well, you'll have that sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes, especially when you're here, and I mean that in the best of ways. It's a love of your talent, a love of your personality, and when I saw you had new music come out, I'm like, oh, let's bring Kate back, and
Thank you so
I
much.
I
I
did it right
appreciate
this time. I went to the email first instead of like
it.
sneaking past. But apparently that email is you too. Am I correct?
Well, I have access to that email as well. So when I
Okay,
see somebody come across that I'm friends with, I'm like, oh, and I get in there and I respond and probably aggravate my team to death.
maybe. And even Jules said, Jules like, wait a minute, you snuck around her entire PR team talking about last time. And I'm like, yeah, we do it here at the Yo Show. Who says no to us? Well, a lot of people. But somehow we made it. And this time I did the right channels. And I'm so excited to have you back. And you're just a thrill to have.
Thank you so much. I was so excited to come on. You guys were
Uh,
wonderful last time. I knew you'd be wonderful this time. I do appreciate your patience as I was trying to log on to that link. And then I have CMA Fest this week, so I actually before that, since
yeah.
that's such a busy crammed time, I get to come home for a little while and spend some time with my family. And I'm a mom, as everyone knows, so I
Yeah.
was you guys couldn't see, but he was having y'all hold on a minute because my little one came in and was like, "Is it okay now?" And I was like, "No, no."
He's running around naked with a bottle in his mouth and run through that.
She does. She takes. She
Uh,
does. She likes to run around in nothing but a t-shirt and bloomers, and she says she's the pantless pirate.
oh, there we go. It seemed to be a kid thing. Like my nephews are spending some time with us, and the kids just like love to throw their shirts off when they go outside, like or anywhere. They're like,
Oh yeah.
I don't really know why, but it's a kid thing. Let's talk about the brand new
Thank goodness
single.
we grow out of that.
Oh, I know. Well, depends.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my wife ain't going for it either. Let's talk about the brand new single, House Fire. Thank you. Um, it's a great one too. Tell us about this song, the creation of it, and what it's all about. Because it's strong. It's most of your stuff. It's emotional, strong. Tell us all about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have to give credit. So my band leader, who I'm also with, he's such a wonderful guy. He came to me with this wonderful melody and he was like, I don't know what I want to do with it. This is just in my head, and he played it and then the words just kind of, and that's probably how 90% of our music ends up happening. But the creation process started with him coming with this melody and we wrote the words to it and I took it to Nashville. It needed some structural additions and edits and things like that. So I took it to my producer Jason Wyatt at We the People Productions. He's an incredible songwriter, and he decided to bring on Mason Douglas, who has done several, I mean, crazy big songs. He's worked with Hardy. He's done amazing work, and he decided that it was up his alley to come on. So he came on the right, and we rewrote the song, restructured it, and took it to the studio. And now you have House Fire, and it was a big deal, because I love putting out songs that really tell a story of my life and who I am. And sometimes,
Right.
that can lead down a path of a lot of wordy songs or ballads and things like that. So this was very different for me to kind of come out with a punch. But it took a village to get me there. It took a team, and I'm super grateful for them. And I'm really proud of the song.
As you should be, and your voice is sensational as well. And it's funny. I said one of my great audience members, JD Wolf, out of Minnesota, follows everybody that comes on the program here, and he said kind of what I said. It's a little bit of a different image, if you will, a little sultry, a little dark.
Yep.
Um, even you know, and I had to use this photo because I'm like, I want to see the other side. That one there. It's a little darker than we're used to. A little more deep, and like usually it's like a big hat and a big smile and sunny days. Describe the change in the image, if there is any at all, or if there, I mean, not an image because you're definitely still you, but is there any little twist coming up?
There is. We have shifted. House Fire really took off and did super well. So in light of that, we've kind of moved into a direction that I wanted to go anyway, that feels more in alignment with, who I'm growing into as an artist. Because, when I first came out, to the world, to everyone, I was in a very developmental stage. So now that I've had some time to put in and what I want and who I am, you guys are just kind of seeing the fullness of
Oh,
who I kind of have been the whole time.
who and I know it's a loaded question, probably an easy answer, but who does the band seem to like better?
Oh, they love the house fire version.
I can imagine it's pretty cool. It reminds me a little more, and I know, like I said, your roots are West Virginia, CMAs. We'll talk about in a minute. A lot of country stuff. It almost has not really a pop feel, but it's got a little bit of like an undertone rock feel to it.
Yeah. So I grew up, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I was in a rock band, and just, I truly thought I was going to be the next Amy Lee, the next Evanescence. Like those were my dreams and hopes, and that's all I listened to. And then as I got older, I started to appreciate all different types of genres and different types of singers and music, and really expanded my artistry. And now you have, what I'm putting out today. But in the beginning, at my core, I started with rock. So I think it's pretty cool that country music allows a route to where you can kind of bring in and tie in some of those other genres in a way that gives you a unique sound. And for me, it's definitely those rock undertones.
I like it, and a favor long term, nothing that's got to come up recently, but sometime somewhere you have to give me in your best country and that beautiful accent of yours a version of "Call Me When You're Sober" by Evanescence, because I need to hear your voice do that song. It sounds amazing to me. Do you think, like I said, we talked about the accent, we laughed about it last time with subtitles, etc. Does it change certain songs you can approach, or you don't like? Can you approach a hard rock song if you wanted to?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, now not the screaming, we're not. I can't go into like Lamb of God sound
Right,
stuff.
right.
I just don't have the ability. I wish I did. That'd be awesome.
In a
But
country song.
yeah, talk about unique in country music. I'm not sure anyone's doing that. But yes, I can definitely control with different shapes and movements of my mouth, and how I sing and move my body and air and control my air and things like that. I can kind of control how much of an accent is put into a song, and take out when I need to, and things like that. I just try to make sure that I'm being super authentic. Like I never want it to. I know my accent when I speak is very country because of where I grew up.
It's
And
adorable.
so, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So when I sing, for some reason, it almost leaves completely. And there's times where I would like a little bit of it to come out, but I still want to be, true to my singing voice as
Sure.
well. So it's a balancing act.
It's amazing, and you make it seem so simple. I know a lot of people, and being around music as much as I tend to be here, everybody goes through different phases. Do you find it easy to transform your voice and just get out there and sing, or does it seem like a real process?
So I have to tell you all something funny, and he's probably tuned on. So my boyfriend Shane, he also plays for me, and we were in the car going to Nashville a couple weeks ago, and he said he was trying to learn how to find out how to switch from like I call your gut voice, your chest voice, your throat voice, and your head voice, and we were switching, and I was showing him how I do it, and he said, "I have not learned anything. I don't know."
Was he impressed though, at least?
He had no idea. So evidently, I'm not a good teacher of it, but I do know for myself how I switch, and it's easy because I've been doing it for so long. But I guess according to him, no, it's not easy.
It is impressive, definitely. So I was going to start talking about concerts you got coming up because you have a lot going on in Nashville, a lot back in your hometown of West Virginia. But it seems like first we have to talk about the CMAs and that showcase. Tell us about that because I know you are super excited for it.
Holy crap. I have been waiting for this what seems like my entire life. So it's, my baby step in the door for the CMA Fest. It's an honor. Anytime you get to perform anywhere in Nashville during that week, it's just, I think everyone should just count those opportunities as a blessing,
Huh.
because they truly, especially during that week, have their pick of the litter to put, you know what I mean? Everyone wants in on that.
Right, sure.
So I have to give a huge shout out to Ablaze Entertainment and Nashville Underground for giving me an opportunity. They have actually booked me twice. I'm doing, awesome. I'm doing the Underground second floor on the 6th at 6 p.m. We'll have a 45-minute set. And then I'll be back at the Underground for a rooftop show at 9 p.m. On the 9th.
I would give anything to go watch you sing on the Nashville rooftop. I've
Oh my
seen
gosh,
bands
thank
everywhere.
you.
Man, I would, and obviously you don't throw chairs off the roof.
No,
Sorry.
that's happened once this year already. So I think
Yeah.
that's kind of had its feel for sure.
So, with the Nashville experience, you've done plenty in Nashville. But now, like I said, a little something different. The CMAs and rooftop performances, which is wild, and I just love those. Any new nerves? Any new scary feelings? Or it's just another day at the office?
No, I get nervous every time. I can't seem to shake it. I think it's a good thing. It's just I know what it comes from. It's only because I want to make sure that I give my absolute best, and just like everybody else, I have a life outside of music too. I'm a mom. I have a teenager. So I have a 7-year-old and my family, and I waitress part-time. So, outside of music, I have your everyday stress. And so I want to make sure that when I do step on stage, that all that stuff is kind of left, anything that may be going on is left off of the stage. So in those moments, I can connect to the audience and really give them 100%. So my nerves come from, okay, are you ready? And can you give them 100% of yourself? And, so I'm nervous at every single show. The CMAs is no different. In fact, it might be a little bit more. I'm scared of heights. So,
Not busy. Scared of heights.
so that rooftop show, whoo, I better be away from the edge.
Yeah, keep her far from the edge and no mosh pits or nothing like that.
No, not up there.
I'm amazed by that, and like I said, of course, Nashville being a terrific city, and of course you're going to be great. And like I said, last week we had Presley Tennant, a core PR artist, great singer, and not to compare to Tooheys, but I see the new shows you're doing, bigger stages, bigger crowds, outdoors, people. Like I've seen photos of your page, videos of hers, where people are just swarmed. How great of a feeling is that to see more and more people just flooding to come see you?
It's so unbelievable. Like, I can't believe, and I hope that I never lose this thought about this. I cannot believe that people take the time out of their day and away from whatever they've got going on to come and see me. Like,
Wow.
it blows my mind. And and I look at these bigger artists that are doing, more than me, and like Lainey Wilson, and how humble she has stayed. And I always want to make sure, and I know that I will, because I know me, but I think it's super important to always keep that thought of, these people took their time out of their day, out of their life to give to you in that moment. So I think it's super special. It's amazing to look out and see, we played for 55,000 people last year.
Oh my God! Wow.
And when I looked out into that crowd,
I think that's the picture. Yes, the one on your page.
yes,
Yeah.
was just, I don't even, like, I'm not going to lie and tell you I remember half of that show. I was in some sort of like crazy daze, like, is this real? Someone pinch me dream. But it's incredible. And it's the same feeling when you're sitting in Nashville and you're singing, on a bar stool to acoustic guitar in front of 10 people. You look out at those 10 faces and they're so intent and listening to every word you say. And it's just, it's the same incredible feeling in a different way, if that makes sense.
It does, because a few artists have said that. It could be one person, could be 101 people, 1,001 people. You're still singing to somebody who is there. And I say it here too, to people that take the time on a Tuesday night to flip this on, watch, I thank you a million times over. We're closing on 300 episodes, and whether one person watches, thank you. It's the magic of people like you that help. whether it's one person legitimately watching or we've had up as many as 15, 20,000 on an episode. Real. I know people buy the views and do the bots and all that. Real. We don't do any of that. It's people that just choose to click us on. So I know what you mean. And like I said, you said 55,000. I can't believe 15,000 watched an episode of me running my mouth. It blows me away. So I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
so with you.
you're awesome. You're awesome.
Thank
I was
you.
so excited to come back on. Truly, it's the raw and the realness that you bring to the table, and I think it's super important that people can watch shows and listen to artists that are also just real. I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. So
Right.
it's super cool that that people show up for that.
That's amazing. And like I said, I'm sure people say, oh, you can't be always this way when you're out. Can't always be, yeah, I am. Like you are. This is us.
Yeah, I'm
That's
this
what you're
way.
getting.
I mean, you might see me snapping at my kids in the grocery store, like if they're too much in the buggy, but this is how I am.
Well, it's good because when you're in the market, you got kind of the sunshiny Kate Boytek, and then the kids get bad, and then here comes house fire.
That's right.
Kate
I
Boytek.
blow my nose and
Yeah.
snap my fingers.
And then your voice changes real quick. You better believe that.
Oh yeah.
So again, we talk about it, devoted family, and you talked about family a lot the last time too. You're a mother, you're a daughter, a granddaughter, etc. And I know family is very important to you. Tell some of the people watching who are artists and may not have that family support just how key it is.
Oh, it's crucial for me. I Oh, thank you so much, Jason. Um, my family and I really, we sat down together as a unit before I got into this career because I knew what it would take. I mean, I knew you don't know no till you're fully in it, but
Sure.
I knew it was going to take all that I had. And, my mom was like, let's do it. I've got your back. Let's go. She still is that way to this day.
Great.
This week, is one of those weeks that I'm not able to take my girls because of the types of shows we're doing, the age limits, and how busy we are. So for this next week, they'll be staying with my mom and my grandma. And I can't thank them enough. That unit and support system, and then being able to bring them with me if I need, if I'm going to be gone a long period of time or keep them here, like this week, for example, that unit is crucial to career growth for me
Mm.
personally. And I mean, my family's the reason that you guys are getting music, truly.
We thank them very much so, and
You can call my mom and thank my mom.
I definitely will. I gotta have a talk with mom one of these times. You bring her up a lot, and I'm sure she's amazing. Yeah, family support is truly everything. And my brother and his wife have made their way out to the local music shows we do here. We do some here. The venue holds around 500 people. We've had a couple hundred show up to each one, and we do it with local bands and original artists, and people in the local scene. It's great. So I know that feeling too. It's greatly appreciated. A story I got to share because I love this one. So you created a song during a dream.
Yeah,
You
I
had a
did.
dream, you woke up, you started jotting. Tell us that because stuff like that is incredible because I always wonder where the creativity comes from. It's a question I ask a lot. Tell us about that.
So that was my last release. That was one of my personal favorite songs. It was called What If I Still Care? And it's available now. You guys can stream it everywhere. And I truly promise you all, I dreamed the whole thing. um, and somewhere, and one day I'll have to send you a picture. I wrote on the back of a bill, like an envelope bill that I had on my nightstand because I'd been going through my, stuff, my mail.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing I had on hand. And I was in this sleep state and I dreamed this whole song and it was coming so fast and I was coming out of sleep. So I wasn't fully awake. So my motor skills were not 100%. And I was trying to keep myself asleep a little so I didn't lose it. And I just got scribbles of these abbreviations of what this song was as a whole. And it took me 2 weeks to piece it all together to figure out in my dream state what I was trying to write. But I've had several songs come to me that way. And, every night before I go to bed, I usually listen to some sort of like meditation music or something like that on the phone. And I don't know if it's just where there's music playing while I sleep and I feel truly open to all of that,
Sure.
energy for that to come through. Um, I think it's just a mixture of all of that, and it could just constantly being an open door for me. I never close the door for anything to come through like that. So sometimes it comes through while I'm sleeping, and that song did.
When you woke up and grabbed the notes, did you make out what you were saying?
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you read it?
yes, I mostly like there was probably a total of maybe 15 words that I was like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. But and then there's like this little drowsy melody that I sing into my phone.
Peanut butter and spinach. What the hell is that?
Exactly. But no, it's just one of those things that you just have to grab immediately. And there's been times where I've had things come through and I didn't wake up enough to write it down, and I've lost them and never gotten them
Oh,
again. It's just one of those things. So I try to grab them when they do come.
that is so cool. And the fact you were able to write it and be able to read it. And the funny thing is, you're trying to stay asleep a little bit to kind of keep the
Yeah,
memory.
because I'm like, I don't want to lose it. So I was
Oh,
like,
wake up, it's over.
don't wake up.
Could have been like the biggest hit of all time. We might have lost it if you lifted one eyelid. But I do it too. Like, you dream of lottery numbers, and I'll wake up like, is that 80 teen? I'll write 80 teen. I'll write like again like peanut butter, and I'm like, oh, well, these are these are not winning lottery numbers. So, man, hats off to that. That is just absolutely terrific. Again, so after the CMAs, you have some touring to do through Nashville, and again back in your house, hometown rather, of West Virginia. How exciting is it to go back? And of course, again, playing Nashville.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much that I now have an apartment there.
Wow, all right. Seemed
Yeah,
to be the way. That's when a few of my friends said, you're ready when you buy an apartment. But, okay.
yeah, that's what ended up having to happen. We were just spending so much on hotel rooms and things, trying to travel back and forth. It was so difficult. And so finally, we went and looked and signed on one that day and moved in April. So, yep, I'm like 20 minutes from downtown. I always joke
Wow.
and say everything's 20 minutes from downtown. Well, we do.
I, um, and of course, it sounds kind of touristy, but to live there, I guess, is different. But I absolutely love Broadway. I think it is.
It's
It's the.
exciting. It's
Oh my
energetic.
God. You know what? It's the way, and I don't want to get sappy, but it's the way the entire universe should be. There's people drinking and laughing. There's music everywhere, and windows open to restaurants, and bachelorette parties of girls with sashes falling flat on their face. There's a lot of that, but it's like a little bit of heaven, is it not?
It's wonderful. And I don't get to go down Broadway very often because a lot of what I do is in Midtown, but it's
Sure.
just as magical. You go to places like the Local and Live Oak and Tin Roof, and you get to see artists that have moved to Nashville doing the thing, doing the grind, and they're putting out their own music, and that's beautiful. I mean,
Mm.
you'll go if you go to any of those rounds, those writers rounds that these places host, and sit down, you'll get to see, 4 songs of somebody's life, that of what they've lived, what they love, what they dream, and you may never get to hear those again. And I think that's super unique and special. So
It's beautiful.
definitely, as if you're going to check out Broadway, make sure you check out Midtown as well. And some of those places I mentioned, you will not be disappointed.
Definitely. And get your butt to the Kid Rock bar because I heard all the hype and I walked in. I'm like, this is literally the greatest place on earth. It is like a musical paradise with 3 floors and oh my God.
It's awesome. So is we went to Chiefs, Eric Church's new bar. Uh,
Okay.
it is pretty incredible too. Yeah, check it out.
That's pretty awesome. It's exciting. And like I said, we're at the rooftop. I forget the name of the place. It was something food market or something market
Whole
something.
Foods.
No, they had a rooftop bar. It was something food
Oh,
assembly. I forget what the heck it was
yeah,
called.
yeah, yeah.
But
The food assembly. It's the assembly. It's got all those little booths for takeout.
this one had a rooftop bar. It was freaking great. And I saw Back in Black, the AC/DC cover band. Just wow.
Oh
That's
yes.
the other thing about Nashville. I mean, there's a lot of cover artists too, but there's a lot of rock music also.
There's a lot of rock music. I think people are I hope pleasantly surprised when they walk down Broadway and hear the mixture of rock music and country music. I am. I truly enjoy both, and it keeps things very flowy and fun, and you can dance. And we do that. I do that personally in my live show as well. I mix my originals and cover songs, and we add in a lot of southern rock and rock music and country music, just to keep things super fun for everybody and around.
It definitely is. And every time we're at a bar, my wife's like, let's try somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, but this music's good. She's like, the music's going to be just as good the next place. And she was right.
Now
Every
that you
place
can
you went,
guarantee.
right, every place you went, there was not a letdown at all.
No.
No, it's just amazing. The the atmosphere of it all, though, does it sometimes?
The what? I'm sorry.
The atmosphere of it, though, does it sometimes
Oh,
like take you by surprise or have you in awe? Do you ever like think above yourself, like, man, I can't believe this is actually happening to me, and is it really happening? Does it ever blow you away?
oh, every day. I mean, truly, like when we were moving into the apartment, I was like, I can't believe that we're moving into an apartment in Nashville. Like, 14-year-old Kate would be like, what? And being able to write that address down, like, I know that stuff seems simple, and many people move there for many reasons, but when you're chasing a dream,
Yeah.
and that's just one step of that dream, and then you achieve it, you're just kind of like, I can't believe it's real, and I think that about everything I go through in this career. I can't believe I put out Fire. I can't believe, that we're doing that now. It's out. It's been out a month and it's reached 20,000 streams, and that's
Congratulations.
organic growth. And 20,000 people have streamed that song in a month, and
Wow.
I'm just like, I don't know 20,000 people who is streaming this song.
And if some of the 20 can come on down and watch us, too, we'd love it.
Yes,
Then
absolutely.
it's got to be blows your mind. Like I said, when people come on this show, I call them family. Once you're yo show, your family. And I always keep up with the stuff, and I always watch the numbers and the new music, and I get pumped. 20,001 is
Thank
your
you.
latest view. And I get so pumped up for them and reshare their stuff, etc. And to me, that's almost like, hey, my sister Kate, who was on the program, is putting out a new album. Everybody check it out. And I always say rock star, and people are like, I'm not a rock star. And I think I might have said it to you before, I may not have. You write a song, you learn an instrument, you get up on stage in front of people, and you can sing a song or play a song. You're a rock star, because that is a talent that millions wish they had. Only few do.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
I'm very grateful. I don't ever take it for granted. It's been a beautiful journey, and it's added so much just goodness to my life. It's what I live for. That and my girls, my family. I just all in one. It's just a wonderful thing that I am very fortunate that I get to do for a living.
awesome. Let's put money aside, because everybody says, the end game, you'd like to make money. But besides money, any dreams that you're chasing right now you maybe want to share, or do you not want to bring them up to jinx it? Any dream in your head, like, okay, this is the next goal, or this is the big dream, something like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So definitely a concept album and an EP is in my future. I'm definitely going to work towards that. And writing. I have fallen totally in love with writing in the
Great.
process and co-writes. So I really want to explore all that journey has to offer. It's super new to me. I'm less than a year into like really writing, or what I would consider myself as a writer. And there's just it feels so unknown and exciting. So that's definitely a part of the big picture dream. You know, of course, everybody wants their songs to blow up and do wonderful. I
Sure.
want mine to connect with as many people as possible, whatever that looks like for me. And I want to do more shows. So really, I just want what I have right now on a bigger scale.
That's
You know?
beautiful. I mean, there's the two sides of Kate. We've got the absolutely angelic side of Kate. Your answers are always just so heartfelt and warm and so genuine. You just feel like you really you enjoy it for yourself, but you also enjoy it for your family. And the look on your face and the way you answer, it's almost like you're out there enjoying it for every single person who may watch you in an interview, who may listen to a song, may come see you live. It's like, hey, I'm enjoying it for you. Come with me.
I do. I truly feel like it's like, I think when you get to do something like this, you have an opportunity to kind of hold out your hand and be like, come on, like, let's go, let's do it. And, that's super fun. And I think anyone that's not doing that is missing an opportunity, because I have met, like you, I've met some wonderful people. And to get to share that journey with them, like, this is twice I've been on this incredible show. And I wouldn't know you outside of, what I do singing. I wouldn't know you outside of my music. So you're introduced to such amazing human beings that you can kind of just along the way, it's like little, like sprinkling confetti on your journey, just wonderful
Oh,
little
wow.
sparks that you get to look back and be like, look, they've been with me since day one. And that's super
Right?
cool.
Another one of those amazing answers. And like I said, you see people, you meet people out, and so many people stick their hand out, and I guess they recognize the face. Jeff, what's up? The female's like, now we hug. We're like family now. You
I
had me.
had to.
I'm a hugger, and like I said, when I showed the picture earlier, you were there, and I met Danica Wild from iRock, and I walked up there, and she's like, bring him in. I'm like, yeah. So you're on my show, dude. I mean, I was on your show. Come here, let's hug it out, and just introduce me to people. And so I get that. That's amazing. And again, I hate to say it, we're closing on 300 episodes. We're undefeated. We have not had a bad face come on here, a bad personality, a bad anything. We have had magical people who just really love to embrace the business, and we think that's awesome.
Well, I'm proud to be part of the family.
Absolutely. And, you'll be part of the family, and there's definitely going to be a third time. So there's more music, and this one's going to be Kate Boytek sings metal. Listen up, y'all. You can use that little sound bite.
I'm not so sure that was streamed very well.
No, probably not. If you get if you decide to, you can use that soundbite right there.
Thank you. I will. I'll take it to my producer. He'll be like, what direction are we going?
What show were you on? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I'd be canceled. So the last time you were on, as you said, you enjoyed yourself. We appreciate that. You sent me a lovely email, and you said, best time you ever had on any show. Is that still true?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have. And I don't even mean that as a knock to anyone else. It's not anything like that. I enjoy every opportunity and love every show that I've been on. It's just super easy when you click with somebody and the conversation flows, and, your show, there's a Mountaineer Media from West Virginia. Those guys are super cool, easy to talk to. The David Bradley show, he was really nice, super easy to talk to. When it's real and it's authentic and you can just be yourself and there's no pressure, it's really nice. So
that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to blush here tonight on my own program. It happens. But and it amazes me because, like music, and I'm definitely not comparing music, but content creating, doing this show, going out and asking great artists to be on, etc. I never understood those people to put the time in it just to be mean or bash or try to say something edgy or get a certain drama or dirt out of somebody. It doesn't make any sense to me. Have you ever run into something like that where somebody tried to dig a little too deep?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have. And I say the same thing. Like, do I have opinions? Of course I have opinions. I'm human. Are they right? Probably not. I mean, like, they're just opinions. But I'm here for one sole purpose. I do podcasts and I do everything interview wise for one specific thing, and that's music. So, anything outside of that, I'm not going to act like I know it all, because just to be completely honest, I'm not. I don't spend my time learning stuff outside of this. That's not my craft.
Right.
I'll educate myself to an extent, but it's not my main focus in life to worry about things outside of stuff that brings me joy. So, yeah, I couldn't answer it in a amazing, wonderful way anyway. So I just am like, I don't know.
God, you're brilliant. You're just brilliant. I love that approach. And again, when we decided I was on a show with another guy, and then he gave it up. He's like, I'm done. Do whatever you want with it. And got a hold of Jewel. We said, let's do Philly. And then, we went mentally shopping at the store and we're like, okay, sports, food, locals, music. And then we got to the section of politics and religion. We're like, nah, pass. And we just kept on moving. It's not us.
No, it's not me either. I think everybody, I think everybody needs to get in an agree to disagree kind of way. That's just life.
Imagine.
And at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all doing what we think is best and is going to bring the best opportunities, going to bring our families happiness and prosper and all those things. So why would you spend your time, putting anything negative towards somebody that their intention is only to bring their life good, even if it's different than what your intention is. So I'm not even putting energy there. I wish everybody the best.
Agree. And there's subjects that even when you read through and people say, instead of making a comment, scroll. And usually I do. But there's discussions about certain things that just blow my mind the way people have taken. I'm like, you know what? What's the next music show? Where am I going next? Who am I saying?
Yes.
Who's singing? Music is my world, and
that's the beautiful thing too about music, about being able to talk about music and do music for a living. It is the universal love. So, I've really fallen into a beautiful little thing here with this. So
that's a great thing, and you're beautiful at it. You're so great, and your band is great, and everybody seems to be on the same page.
Oh, my band is. I got to give them a shout out really quick. Those guys,
Sure.
They follow me across the United States for like their living conditions are sometimes a vehicle.
We've heard those stories before from other people. So yeah.
They don't complain. They have my back. I'm a scaredy cat in big cities to be by myself, and they really make sure that I'm always safe and I can be in awe and wonder of all the shiny new things, and they are making sure nobody's stealing my purse. So
there you go.
Big shout out to those boys. They play their hearts out. They work hard. Super grateful.
That's a great thing. And again, there's no humble in you. You definitely remember everybody and reach out. And I got to make a book now, keep records. This is now 2 hugs you owe me, because the last time you said you were a hugger also. So it's now 2.
Yeah.
So when I get out this
air hugs.
I'll take an air hug. I'll take whatever. Because
and then you have to come to a show. I'll give you a real hug.
Oh, I have to. Is the bucket going to be there? The artist bring the bucket?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
No, I don't have it much at my shows, just because of this type of shows that we do. But
sure, yeah.
Now, when I was paying my dues, that bucket sometimes paid gas going home, so they're very important.
Yeah. I've told the story. I put a 20 in that bucket, and some people are like, 20? And I'm like, you don't understand, like the instruments, the time, the setup, and all that. It's a process.
That's usually split, and I have a 5-piece band, so and it's only fair, it's only fair to do it that way. And so I know me and every artist on the planet is super thankful for that tip bucket.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure. Way back when I was a younger guy and used to go see cover bands, etc. I always thought, no big deal. The venue puts up the stuff. You just walk in and play. Boy, did I learn how wrong that is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody said
that. Don't pay. I've had to pay to play before.
Oh my God, Jesus! And a lot of and even doing shows like we do here locally, one of the partners like, if you want it and want to use it, bring it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's wonderful. And anymore, I've been very fortunate. All the venues that I have worked with over the last 2 years have been super great to work with. They've really taken care of me, taken care of my team. So, it has continuously gotten better. So I'm really glad that has progressed and that you're not, having to play for nothing. Because,
sure.
I know we're artists and we're creatives, but we still got to eat and groceries are very costly.
Yeah, they are. So make sure you go out and support. And I got to get out to Nashville and catch you before your tickets get to be like a couple $100 a piece. It's coming to that because I see the people, I see the demand. They know.
Well, thank you. We did some sold out theater shows last year.
Well, I see that.
super grateful. That was a definite, holy crap, is this real moment? So
There's a small piece of me that's actually not looking forward to. It's not really the right word to say, but there's a small piece of me that I hope someday I can try to buy a Kate Boytek ticket off StubHub because they're just that hard to get.
that would be wonderful.
I'm sure, but especially you got to make your way to the East Coast. Um, Everybody out there, you can find Kate Boytek on Facebook at Kate Boytek's got a great business page. Instagram, one word, Kate Boytek, www.kateboytekofficial.com. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and more. From what I'm hearing, check her on Apple Music, 'cause Spotify, his pennies aren't cutting it. The new single House Fire is out right now. Again, you can find it on the great sites that I mentioned, especially Apple Music. Make sure you get that. I don't know. That's just from what I'm told. I don't know if that's true. Before we go, I would absolutely love to invite you back, if it's a few months, a year, whatever, when more stuff comes out, and do this again because you really just bring out a great side of me. You make me feel confident and positive coming out of chats with you. So I'd love to do it again.
I would love to. I will come on anytime. I appreciate the open invitation, and I have new music coming out. It'll be out by July. I do not have a release date yet.
Okay.
But it's also different, totally different than House Fire. Totally different than anything y'all heard before. I'm just trying on all my hats. And you guys are my voting audience. But I would love to. It'd be an honor.
The next album, she's an MMA fighter in a cage.
Not quite that far.
Not yet. And just to throw it out there, some of the bands have said, hey, how about you world premiere my song? So if that ever becomes a notion, I know I'm sure a lot of people.
I don't have one yet. I think that sounds like a great plan.
We would love to do that. And I thank you so much. It's almost sad to take you off screen because you're amazing. But we will. And once again, Facebook, Kate Boytek, Instagram, one word, of course, the whole name, Kate Boytek, www.kateboytekofficial.com, Apple Music, that other place, YouTube. House Fire is out right now. You got to get it, and you got to check it out and check out all her great music. Yay. Kate, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Kate Boytek, ladies and gentlemen. A one-man round of applause, but I'm sure everybody at home is clapping as well. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk soon. Good luck at CMAs.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
She is terrific, and when Jules here, we usually rehash what we just heard and said and talked about, etc. I can do it here myself because it's just that great. New song on my playlist. Thank you, J.D. Wolf. Absolutely amazing, dude. I love the fact that you come here and you said music has saved your life. And you said to me, Jeff, sometimes just watching your show and meeting these artists and, like Kate said, raw, getting to hear them real them, getting to see them as real people means a lot to me. And I appreciate you, dude, coming out every week and checking us out and sharing us and bringing other people to it. Downloading the music that you hear here. That's really important to us. We do here on the O Show, and we love it. And Kate is fantastic. We're going to play another song. Absolutely, we will. A little more Kate Boytek, anybody? I'm sure we're going to get a lot of yeses on that. This one is called Wake Up. This is a goodie. I love this song a lot. We're going to play it here right now. It's about 3 minutes long. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. It started without me. Well, let's just go.
Bring my little sister out here with me for this next one. This is another original written by Mr. Corey Stevenson. It's called Wake Up.
Sweet as sugar, pretty as a picture, hotter than a fire made.
Uh-oh. Got a little snag there. Let's...
A heart blister to keep you close. There's nothing I won't do. Laying in my bed, we're underneath the covers, pulling you close and loving one another. It crosses my mind, it's too good to be true. All I want is you. I don't want to wake up, wake up. Whenever I'm loving you, baby, you're the only thing that can make my dreams come love you longer. With every second, our love is stronger. If this ain't my life, I don't wanna go back. I don't need any of that. I don't wanna wake up. Whenever I'm loving you, baby, you're the only thing that can make my dreams come true. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, or even when the night is through, I don't wanna wake up. If waking up means losing you, yeah, losing you, yeah. No, I don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up.
I agree with the crowd. Big applause. That is not the right window. This is the right window right there. We are back. Woo! Wake Up by Kate Boytek. What a great song, and great people. One of those people that just kind of cheer you up when you see their face. You've been having the worst day ever, and you see that face, and it just cheers you right on up. Let's go to the emoji section. We got some love from our dudes from Astrophils, brand new band that started communicating with today. And I got to tell you, they're awesome. Maybe later in the show we'll sneak on an Astrophils or two. Todd Fry, my good friend, Michael Bott Band, Claire Mayred. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Of course, Breaker is another great local artist as well. We thank you for the love and emoji. This screen continues to bounce weird. While I got you here, of course, a little after 9 o'clock, I want to mention everybody, of course, June 22nd. It is the next installment of the Key Concert Series. As I mentioned earlier in the program, it's a little local show that we do. It's building and building. And June 22nd is the date. The Fuse is the location. That is our 5th installment. And an awesome lineup. 4 great bands coming out. It'll be the Jaspers, Fragmented, 2 Yo Show alums, the awesome Arcists, and the amazing Twisted. Tickets on sale right now at keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com. The prices come down. You can definitely save money by buying online beforehand. Tickets will be available at the door as well. We've gotten a few hundred people each show to come piling in to see these bands and become fans and download them and meet new people and bring your friends, etc. They're Saturday nights, so what else you got to do on a Saturday night? Besides, come out to the Key Concert Series DJ Skip Mode. We're playing some tracks in between sets. Again, $15 if you buy them online. Key Concert Series at ticketleap.com. Or $20 at the door. It is the Fuse, 780 Falcon Circle, Warminster, PA. It's connected to Tranquility Brewing, so they will be doing the food and beverage services. It's an all-age show. Must be over 21 to drink, of course. Please drink responsibly. But all ages. You can bring the kids. You can bring a teenager who wants to see bands or is interested in getting into music. Do it. Brought to you by the great team at SRR Promotions and us here at the Yo Show, of course, at the Fuse, the Key Concert Series. This is our 5th installment, June 22nd. There is no reason on the entire earth, if you're in this area, why you're not there. Right? Again, buy them tickets, boys and girls. You are absolutely right. And, I could ask Kate to be on every single time. Why not? Yeah, Key Concert Series. Make sure you come out. Support local bands, original music. Support what we're doing here. Again, there's no money. It's not like we're raking in hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars and say, yeah, come out so I can buy a new this, that, and the other thing. Come out so the bands get support and the bands come away with some money and everybody's happy. That's what makes us happy, to watch the bands get fans and succeed. Key Concert Series. Whew. That was a lot. I spoke a lot, did I not? 9:07. Let's do some checks. We love to check the local scoreboard. I like the old days, when they had producers. I need a producer. I definitely do. The Phillies and the Brewers, top of the 9th inning, a 1-1 tie. Phillies got their lone run on an 8th inning home run by Alec Boehm. Don't forget my man, Alec Boehm. Here's a good one. Let's see this. Ambler Fest, June 14th. Your good friends at Triple Rail Turn. Got to see this band. They always look like they bring a great crowd. They seem really cool, and I like their stuff. And I know you come on here and speak about them a lot. Would love to check them out. And I love Ambler. Jules are around that way. So maybe check out Ambler Fest. June 14th. Let's check the schedule. The calendar's always busy. I hate to be that guy. That's the Friday. It's Flag Day. How about that? Just going to get myself out there later in the evening and check that out. Sounds like a great time. Love these local shows. I really do. And if you're in the area and you're local, look up Ambler Fest, June 14th. Great stuff. We got some topics. I lined some stuff up, and I'm not all that thrilled to share this first one because I know it hits home, and I heard a lot of people already getting into it. And the University of the Arts, which is kind of like a Philadelphia iconic college for artists, has suddenly closed the other day. They're announcing that they are closing doors. Enrollment issues, cash flow issues, big problem. And they said it just doesn't seem like anybody's pursuing the arts like they used to, and we're just not getting the students. Now, there was people saying that they could apply for certain loans and apply to do this and that, but apparently the way they close, are not eligible. So I think, of course, again, I don't claim to be an expert in anything. If somebody's got a better answer, just let me know. But the University of Arts is closing down. That's terrible. It's a big blow, and a beautiful building. Very, of course, antique style, very old school style of building with the big pillars, etc. And it's kind of sad. It hits home to a lot of people in the area. A lot of people weren't all that thrilled about the goings on and the closing of it. So that's definitely a shame. We certainly wish for better results. And again, like when I push art and I say music is an art. There's a lot of arts, and that's what we bring here to the show. Musicians, actors, actresses, authors, business owners sometimes, chefs, whatever you are, it's an art. Keep the arts alive. Keep us entertained. Don't let AI get in the way. AI does this and AI does that. Got no time for it. Again, the past weekend, we talked about the iRock radio party. And I think I got a picture or two up there, of course, the one with Danica. That was great. And then this was great. This was Dinosaurs, that was Lyndhurst on stage. That was great. 6th Century, and quick little reminder, the boys at 6th Century have put me on the list for a Sunday shoot. I'm going to be part of their upcoming music video. It's like a video shoot. It's this Sunday. I sent them an email and have a video show, and they said, come on out. Looking forward to seeing these guys. They're a great band. They get hundreds of thousands of downloads on their videos, too. So hopefully hundreds of thousands of people will see me and say, I know that guy from somewhere. Boom! This Sunday. 6th Century's music video. But again, the iHeart party. Awesome. Man Cave Scores is the thing we do around here. We bring out some merchandise that I received, bought, found, were sent, etc. And I want to do it tonight because I got 2 lovely pieces. We'll start off with the first one. Went out to my local Target today and realized that Funko Pop has come out with a new Bryce Harper. I'll say this is the second. Actually, the third. The first one was the Washington Nationals. And then there's one back here. They're knocked over, Sir Ottermore. There he is over there with very limited beard. This is like a full beard with a big swing. The newest Bryce Harper Funko Pop. Of course, you got to have it there. There's the sides. Some other players available in the set include Ronald Acuna, Juan Soto, Giancarlo Stanton, Andrew McCutchen, Yordan Alvarez, and Cabrian Hayes. How about that? I don't know what Andrew McCutchen's doing that list. Yeah, Cutch, I'm taking a shot at you, my friend. And then the second part of the Man Cave Scores, and this is fantastic. As you know, again, I met the amazing Danica Wild. went up to her merchandise table and said, I've got pictures, and she sure does. And for the folks at home who don't love women in lingerie, because George just gives us a heads up. This is an awesome photo of Danica Wild. Autograph at the top. Gorgeous photo, great tattoos. She's just lovely. She's so awesome. And, of course, I got a little gift as well with that. A Danica Wild sticker. There you go. Look at that. Great stuff. Makes me happy. I love stuff. I'm back for stuff. Thanks. I come over and pick out a picture. And I did. It was a popular one because I only had one left. But I thank her for that. It was really a cool time. And a couple little man cave stuff and things I accumulate, as you can see. Of course, Deadpool joins us every week. Blacklight, and I remember my friend Ronnie Schenk. Ronnie on Saturn. Of course, there's the shark. He's here every episode. I'm a child. My wife said the other day, you are just a big child. It's the way I'll always stay. And you people help me with that. I love it. One more Kate Boytek song, and then we'll talk about this, then we'll get to a Kate Boytek song. 300 episodes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Yo Show is turning 300. Tuesday, July 9th, it is the Yo Show's 300th episode. Jewel and I are still kicking around ideas of who, what, when, where, how. But we will celebrate one way or the other 300 episodes spanning over, 7 years has it been? We're very excited about this. It means a lot to us to get to this plateau. I still remember show one like it was yesterday. We were nervous. We stuttered and bluttered, kind of like I still do now. And like my wife said the other day, the music fans, thank you to the music community, gave my husband a little more direction where to take the show, and it did. But we still do a lot of things here, and we're excited for number 300 again, July 9th, Tuesday. Start time may change. We might go 7 to 10. We might go 8 to 11. We have not decided yet because we want to get a lot in for 300 freaking episodes. Tuesday, July 9th. Yo Show turns 300. I am blown away by it. Jewel usually gets blown away by it. It amazed me, like Kate said. It amazed me that we're still sitting here after all this time. And I want to do a band count one more time for this weekend. For the past weekend. So, Nick Tower Band, check. That's 1. Pine Creek Academy, check. That's 2. Lives Lost, check. That's 3. 6th Century, check. That's 4. Defiant, that's 5. Carbon Stone is 6. Lindenhurst, 7. Dinosaurs in Paris, 8. And then, I don't have a banner for Sweeney's. 8 there. And then back home for Sweeney's where... oh, geez. Strange Culture, 9. Nailbite, 10. Oscillation, 11. Traverse the Abyss, 12. 12 bands? Or did I say Traverse twice? 12 bands. Or 11 bands. In the span of... not only did I take the 2-hour ride up, but the 2-hour ride up a big rig had a blowout. So the tire blew out right next to me. You want to talk about scary? That's scary. Didn't have much but some debris. No damage. But man, I gotta tell you, when a big rig tire explodes right in front of you, yeah, you're a little afraid. 9:16, we got some time. We got time for music. Kate Boytek, Hell or High Water is next. Let's play it. Why not? She's an awesome guest, an awesome person. This is another one of her awesome songs. About 3 minutes and 16 seconds. We'll play it right here. Tonight's guest, Kate Boytek, Hell or High Water. We'll be back shortly, live Tuesday night. The Yo Show.
As the sun goes black, the sky will be torn. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. Mama always said never let another woman take what is yours. Come hell or high water, rain's gonna fall and the flames gonna burn on the sea. Run for the hills and save your sons and daughters. too bad those words ain't true. And the Holy Ghost heard him say, I do. Everything I am, I gave it to that man. Now I've got nothing left to lose. Come hell or high water, the rain's gonna fall and the flames gonna burn on the sea. Run for the hills and save your sons and daughters, 'cause the devil of the flood's gonna bring him back to me. Earthquakes shake the ground as the burning sun comes raining down. Locusts go flying low and 7 trumpets gonna blow. Blood moans gonna rise, stars will fall as the eagle cries. Brimstone and lake of fire, horsemen are gonna come hell or high water. The rain's gonna fall and the flames gonna burn on the sea. Run for the hills and save your sons and daughters, 'cause the devil of the flood's gonna bring him back to me. 'Cause the devil of the flood's gonna bring him back to me. Yeah. 'Cause the devil of the flood's gonna bring him back to me. 'Cause the devil of the flood's gonna bring him back to me.
Wow, I like that ending to that. Yeah. Awesome. Hell or High Water. Kate Boytek was tonight's guest. She was awesome. 3 songs from her tonight. Scroll still down the bottom. You can check her out and check out the brand new song, House Fire. Not Heart Fire, Jeffrey. House Fire. It's great. It's a great song. She's a great person. We talked about the weekend. We talked about the University of the Arts, of course. And we talked about Reese Hoskins' return to Philly. Kind of a funny thing I read today where somebody said the Brewers paid Reese Hoskins $34 million to flirt with his ex last night. A lot of smiles, handshakes, big round of applause. Hoskins hit a home run. Didn't factor in the team. Or us winning. Didn't affect the Phillies. But kind of cool. Guy was here a long time. And got to pay a little homage to him. And we wish him well. Of course we do. Why wouldn't I? He's our guy, Reese. Like I said, NHL Stanley Cup Finals are coming. Edmonton and Florida Panthers. I'm used to supposed to make predictions here. I don't really want to predict this one. It's very tough. 2 teams that are very similar. My heart is with Edmonton. I forgot about those 80s Oilers Flyers things. They're over for me. But my heart's with Edmonton. I'm going to pull for Edmonton. And, of course, basketball is easy. It's Boston and Dallas. And, of course, I'm pulling for Dallas all the way. I love this Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving tandem that has found its way this season, especially come playoff time. Team effort, everybody's been doing a great job. But these 2 guys have really just stepped up and have been awesome throughout these playoffs. So, of course, we're pulling for Dallas. Pulling for Edmonton, pulling for Dallas, which means my apologies to both franchises. But it's that time of year. Stanley Cup Finals, NBA Finals, baseball's in full swing. Training camp will start soon for football. Be on the lookout because there's things coming up. Show might be branching out. Who knows? Little wink. I give you a little wink. Thursday night, this coming Thursday night, our good friends right here at Crooked Ways will be in concert as well. They'll be with the great band Plush up in Allentown. And it's definitely one that I want to check out. I love them. And originally my wife's like, man, you're going to too many places. You're burning yourself out. No way you're going to make it. But we might. We might. And trying to bring up their page. It is Allentown with Turning the Tide, Powder Valley Bang, and Plush. Some tickets left. Not many from what I'm gathering. $20. Definitely worth it. Thursday night. And they'll be playing a lot of their new stuff from the album No Design. And a lead-in? Sure, why not? Because we're going to play another song. This is not Kate Boytek. This is Crooked Ways. And then we're going to play more music when we come back. Because we're going to play music tonight. A Moment to Borrow is the song. Crooked Ways is the band. And if you're in the area, look them up. Check out their Instagram or Facebook. Find out information on this great show Thursday night in Allentown with Plush. A Moment to Borrow. Enjoy.
They tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe we are destined for great things. Morning.
Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine. Do what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. Lost and drowned in a moment like this. Cast a dream past the veil that won't exist. Secret nights tucked away that come to light. Cast a stone, activate your fight or flight. A tattered shell of who you are. It's locked away, you've gone too far. Trust you can find in anyone. You can't pretend it isn't. I can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine. Do what you say. Trials lost in moments where they pushed away and set up to fail. Those thoughts when you sleep that can't be real. Bringing out something that you know. Going back to a time it wasn't shown. What it becomes is nothing more than places that you've been before. This double vision telling lies. A light that darkens when it's dark. Can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. You can't regret it, you can't forget it, you can't forget it now. So apathetic, you're so pathetic, you're so pathetic now. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine. Do what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. One look before it goes too far. This thought is gone before it starts. Dropped into places where we were. Caught indecisive, never sure. Can you remember to forget and just surrender what you left before you give up every. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine. Do what you say.
All right, well, I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, that's the other one. Okay, sorry about that. Coming to Allentown this Thursday night, opening up for the great band Plush, Crooked Ways. Moment to borrow from their brand new album, No Design, right here on the O Show live Tuesday night. Having a great time here. We enjoyed Kate Boytek and her brand new music. Played a couple songs from her. We're going to do a little bit of music tonight, like I said, when you're doing it alone and that talking starts to keep going and going. So dry up a little bit. So, we got other stuff to talk about. One thing I do want to talk about, and, I don't know how many people are in here now live. There's numbers, but they're never accurate. But I want to talk about this because this, I still don't understand this to this day. Maybe because it's me and I don't have that kind of money. And I don't have that kind of pull to make this kind of stuff happen. But San Diego Padre, or now former San Diego Padre player, Tucupita Marcano has just received a lifetime ban from Major League Baseball for gambling on baseball. I don't know where to begin. It seems to be happening a lot. Not a lot, but it seems to be happening. Players are doing it. It happens in football a lot. It happens in baseball. You heard about it with referees in basketball. I don't understand the logic in betting. Especially now when there's so much record and there's so many people just trying to bring other people down. Is it worth that risk? Is it worth a lifetime ban? You're getting paid. In the league minimum is what, $350,000 to play baseball? Some guys making the millions. If your career progresses, of course, you make big millions. Is it worth gambling? I never got it. Not gambling. I like to gamble. But if I was to gamble that, like, the Yo Show is not going to be on next Tuesday, which we will be, I've got that power. I could pull the plug on it, and people will be like, the heck is he doing? Purposely tanking because he bet. You just don't do it. It's your career. It's your profession, Another player, it blows my mind. There's all that stuff in the beginning year of suspected gambling, and I don't know, it's a black market. And everybody's like, oh, well now gambling is legal in so many states. All right, it still isn't legal in your league stats. Check them. Alcohol is legal to buy. It's not legal to drink and drive. Stuff like that. Use logic. Another ball player with a current lifetime suspension. Kind of blows my mind. Summer is here. The weather has been beautiful out here, of course, and some sunshine. Fishery Man is back in town. And let's make sure we have a good summer. But as I remember from this past weekend, again, when I talk about being very warm, make sure you stay hydrated. Get that water, some cool treats, etc. Don't catch yourself in a bad situation. This heat's no joke. Got up to like low 90s today. And I was out there in the field, and my dogs like to go outside and kind of sunbathe, if you will, on the lawn, just kind of lay there. Plenty of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Father's Day is coming up, and this Father's Day, we're actually going to be doing something cool. My wife and I will be heading down to Baltimore, Camden Yards, to see our good friend Ray Chase. Taking an Orioles game, Orioles-Phillies, Father's Day. We'll be down there. Can't wait. Very excited to see Ray. Very excited to see the game. Can't wait for that. But there are men in your life, fathers of all types. And why not get these men, boyfriends, husbands, etc., with the great beard, the Moist Collective. www.rumoist.com is the place to get it. The amazing Moist Collective beard care products. I've got it in tonight. Yes, got it in tonight. Beard butter, beard oil, beard wash. Great merchandise and combs. Naturally made locally right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. My good friends Jim and Tina Hutton. Right now, use the code YOSHOW20 to get 20% off your order. www.areyoumumoist.com. Are you moist? Get that great father with the great beard. Something to keep it nice and soft and smelling good and fresh and a little puffball. It's great. The Moist Collective, www.areyoumumoist.com. It's Father's Day. And if Dad doesn't have a great beard, no problem. Go on over to Instagram and follow our good friends at Sweets by Rye. I apologize for that picture being small. We need a bigger picture. You get a jewel on top of that. Please. Follow them on Instagram, Sweets by Rye, homemade cookies and many fantastic flavors and snickerdoodles and chocolate chip and etc. So maybe Dad doesn't have a beard. Maybe Dad's got a sweet tooth. Treat him to some great homemade cookies by Sweets by Rye. Follow them on Instagram and place your order right there. So you have to fill out this 40-question thing right at the end. Little red mark comes up and says you missed question 16 out of 70. And you go back and question 16 is exactly the way you meant to type it. You go right on Instagram, you pick your flavors, and you got them. Sweets by Rye. Follow them on Instagram. Again, maybe you'll surprise Dad with these great products. Not the usual gifts, beard stuff and cookies. And he'll be like, wow, what the heck happened here? Like, well, I watched the Yoke Show, and this guy Jeff showed me all these great products. It can happen. You're welcome. Happy Father's Day in advance to all you dads out there. Again, I found this band today. I don't want to say I found. Came across this band today, and they made a comment on the show about the theme song, etc., which I found pretty cool. And I want to play some of their music because they're going to become good friends of ours here. I can feel it. The band is Astro Fells, local Philadelphia band here, and I'm going to play their tune Smile. Now, the one thing about their songs, they start a little slow and then come crashing, and this is a beauty. Smile is the song. We're going to play it right here. Again, Astro Fells is the band. I'll put it up there, of course, for you to see and share. But let's play their hit. Actually, oh, okay. It says Smile. So it is Smile by Astro Fells. Make sure I have the right song. We'll be back in a few minutes here live on the Yo Show. We get ready to tell you who's coming up next. Do that in a few minutes. Enjoy.
You're gonna learn to smile and stand up straight, firm but not too firm and shade. Don't burn a bridge or stay up late. You'll work a bit to fill your plate, so drink all the tears, okay, but moderate and then hydrate. Give and rarely take. Talk less, listen more. Take
All right, the band is Astro Bells. The song is Smile. It's a good one. So I made a little contact with those guys today. So how about we fire up a couple songs? They said that would be great. And why not? We do music here a lot. We do actors, actresses, authors, business owners, artists of any kind. Feel free to come out and reach out to the show. Excuse me. Big shout out if you watched the show live or recorded to the dudes from American Mosh Pits. Got to meet them on Saturday as well. Great group of guys, fun. And they back it up. They get into that mosh pit, man, and they make it happen. Sweeney's is on fire. Mosh pit contest. And I have to tell you who got tossed out as one of the first people. Me. Got tossed straight out of that bad boy. And my wife came running like, get out of there! Gotta tell you, music grabs me. So, that was a great time. American Mosh Pits. Cool outfit. Check them out on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Learn more. Check out some of the great scenes of some of the great people enjoying music out there. It's a terrific thing. Who's coming up? You may ask. I'm glad you asked because I got the lineup coming up right here. And next Tuesday night, we are back June 11th with the band Vinland. At the moment, they're tough to get a hold of. Vinland is scheduled for June 11th. June 18th, the awesome PR people have brought us Sucker Punch, bring you an amazing band, Valerie Falls. That's going to be a good one. Jewel gives the stamp of approval. I mean, it's got to be good. June 25th, we're kind of in between. Nothing locked in yet. July 2nd, we'll celebrate 4th of July early with the incredible band Harkin. They'll be on the program July 2nd. July 9th, as you know, we do 300. Everything to be announced. People, time, the whole 9 yards. We wanted to do it live. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Either way, we'll be here live. July 9th, episode 300. Everything to be announced. July 16th, the awesome band Lady White Rat. Love these dudes. New to the scene and already getting booked all around. They'll be on our program 16th, Lady White Rat. July 23rd, and I tell you, Rockstar. This little dude, I believe he's 12, 13 years old. I forget. But when I tell you Rockstar, he's going to be on the program to just rock us out. July 23rd, Kobe Reese will be on the program. He is sensational. Cannot wait for that. July 23rd. At the moment, there is no Wednesday nights for the next few weeks scheduled. So no U 2.0 for the next couple of weeks. We're working on some other things. We're working on, of course, Key Concert Series and lining that up and a lot of other things. So, and of course, we want to get back and see our good friends at High Stakes. That's always Wednesday nights we do open mic. So, of course, we want to keep that open and try to get out there and see them. So, Yo 2.0 next couple of weeks. No go. But we'll bring that back as well because I love doing this. I can do this every night of the week, as you know. Welcome, of course, if you're out there and you're new to us. If you're watching on Twitch, we salute you. We've had nice Twitch turnouts the last few weeks. Big thanks to Dan Dangler and her massive Twitch following. We appreciate that. And we're getting some views. We appreciate people that come out on Twitch. YouTube, of course, if you like what you see, subscribe. If I met you today, so I met a lot of people on Facebook today on social media with like things and people we've met through other people. Check us out. Drop us a subscribe on YouTube. Like us. Again, it's not about money. It's about numbers. And if people see numbers like, all right, let's do this show or let's watch this show. And it gets a lot of exposure to some of the great artists out there that we follow here on the program. Artists of all walks. So let's celebrate them. Of course, Facebook, The O Show on Facebook. Check that out. Our website is www.theoshow215.com. Needs a little tweaking and updating. It's been a couple weeks, but life has really been busy. So we'll get that. Kind of sad news. A guest that we were supposed to have on a few months back, we had to actually cancel due to a time restriction thing, and that was Lorraine Lewis, and her and the band Vixen have parted ways. No real update as to why. I remember Lewis joining Vixen and seeing them come back. I'm like, oh, this should be cool. And Lorraine is an awesome rock star. And like I said, we had her lined up for a night on our show, and she's like, I totally goofed up the time, and by then we lost her. But we'll always try again, see what's going on with Lorraine Lewis. But no longer at Vixen. They part ways. A new Beach Boys documentary is on its way out soon for all you to see. I love me a good documentary. And, of course, it follows the the history, the music making, and the struggles when Brian was unable to write music and how the band moved on and changing the sound from the surf sound to the more wild, creative, out of this world music that they made with the pet sounds. So a documentary, I've seen a couple of movies made about it. I'm excited about the documentary. Beach Boys documentary. I know I will certainly be checking that one out. I get excited for that stuff. I'm going to read this real quick. And I know it's late, and I know we're coming near the end, and I know there may not be a ton of people in here, but I want people to get into this if you watch Recorded. I saw this today from BuzzFeed. And it's 15 married men confess. Oh, where's that? Men, do you have a certain ritual that you do when you're home alone? So 15 men gave us their secrets of what they do when the wife goes away and they're home alone. This is great stuff. So we start out, here's one, go from 15 to 1. It's happened once. I got incredibly high, forgot to make myself dinner, and stayed up till 3 a.m. playing video games on a school night and crushed like 10 beers. So either that or panic and apologize. It's pretty good. I ate 1.5 grams of mushrooms. This is the next one. I ate 1.5 grams of mushrooms and watched Avatar while listening to a podcast doing a commentary of Avatar. If you're out there after your mushroom eating, we salute you, especially if you're home alone. 13. A few years ago, I started a new job. We were planning to go on vacation with the in-laws, but the new job kept me from being able to go. So they went without me and left me home by myself for 10 days. Also, the job was remote, so I was home alone for 10 days. You know what I did? I don't think I wore clothes the whole time they were gone. See, I can't roll with nudity like that. Number 12, back in my early 20s, I would immediately pull the mattress off the bed, drag it into the living room, drive to Hooters, grab a giant bucket of wings, then come home, sit in my living room bed, eating wings while watching porn. Now in my mid-40s, I fire up Farming Simulator and an audiobook. In case you're wondering, I'm going to put this up here. I should have done this earlier. Secrets of Men when home. Just so everybody knows what the heck I'm talking about, because some of these are wild. Number 11. I'm ordering myself a $12 large any-topping pizza from Pizza Hut with sausage and every vegetable they have, all 7. And I'm watching whatever the hell I want on television. I might not even finish watching it. I might switch to watching something else right in the middle. Might even start flipping back and forth and watch both at the same time. Also, I'm going to fart with impunity, probably crap naked with the bathroom door wide open. And you know what else? I'm going to stick my cheesy breadsticks right into the peanut butter because, F it, I'm totally going to have way too much toast later anyway. That's a pretty good one. Number 10, I don't know, but it's going to involve pants. Oh, it's not going to involve pants. Number 10. Jesus. Number 9, a long one. A while ago, I spent a week alone in my house while my wife and kids visited distant family. It was glorious. I made the food I wanted to eat. Every meal was excellent. I chose a movie I wanted to watch, and nobody complained. I sat in silence, and nobody drove me with questions. I cleaned up after myself. Nobody else was there to immediately undo my work. I got several home improvement projects done, working on them undisturbed for 4 to 5 hours at a time. I slept starfish style in bed with no fear of elbowing anyone. I could think for hours at a time. No interruptions. That's pretty good. Number 8, recliner leg support up, throw pillow behind the neck, room temp adjusted for prime napping conditions, phone ringer on silent, cat full of treats and situated in my lap, and then I grabbed some of that sweet, sweet sleep that has been stolen from me in various ways. Bonus, if there's some type of sports on a low volume for background noise. Jesus, amen. Number 7, I sit and stare at the wall, wondering when my entire reason for existing will return and if they brought me chocolate. Come on. Number 6, finally, a chance to clean up without anyone in the way. Turn up the music and bust out the broom and mop and rags. Go outside for a smoke and get to it. Okay, number 5. This one's great. I cook a package of bacon and save the drippings. I cook basically everything and that fat until it's gone. My wife and daughter are vegetarians. Number 4, turn the AC down. Number 3, my wife and son went with her parents for a weekend recently to take care of some family business due to a recent death in the family. Sorry. I went for a motorcycle ride where I wanted to go, staying as long as I wanted and eating where I wanted to eat. If I hadn't been wrestling with my own mortality the entire time, it would have been glorious. Wow. Instead, it was kind of depressing, if not a little therapeutic. I tend to miss my wife when she goes too, despite a lot of these things I do. I don't speak. I don't play music. I don't have the TV on. I sit in complete silence, reading my phone or whatever, but not having to answer anybody's questions, not having to listen to anybody. I was just in complete silence for at least 15 minutes. One time, my wife took the kids out of town for the weekend with her sister, and from Friday night when I got home from work until Monday morning when I went back, I didn't speak a word. I just existed. I watched shows. I played games. I drank some whiskey and smoked a cigar. I cleaned and did laundry. I didn't speak. I didn't have to answer anyone's questions. That was number 2. The last one is kind of funny and very quick. I take 5 decorative pillows off the bed and put them in the closet until the morning she returns. 15 great secrets of men when home alone. Where you women think we're out dating other women and getting drunk or going to Hooters and coming home. That's a good one. A guy went to Hooters, got wings, came home. See? Not all evil. We're getting ready to wrap the program up tonight. I want to remind everybody, of course, the big one. June 22nd, it is the Key Concert Series, and it is live at the Fuge. And it's just such a great lineup, and it's something we do here. This is the 5th installment of the Key Concert Series, June 22nd. An amazing lineup featuring the Jaspers, Fragmented, and 2 of our alum, the amazing Archist and Twisted. Tickets on sale, keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com up until the 19th. You get that discount. Save $5. And actually, if you think about it, from where ticket prices were to where they now are, you're saving $10 if you buy them online. Tickets will be available at the door as well. DJ Skip Mode on hand to play music in between sets. Tranquility Brewing, which is connected to the Fuge, will be there to sell drinks and food. All ages show, 21 and over to drink. Please drink responsibly, but bring any age. Kids like to dance and listen to music, and heck, one even moshed. And they try to sing and play air instruments, and it's an adorable thing. That picture, I'll show in a second. But yeah, Key Concert Series, June 22nd, make sure you come on out. That thing there I just showed was the mirror in the men's bathroom at Love Drafts. Looks like every single artist who's ever been there or photographer, etc., has slapped a sticker on that baby. It's kind of cool looking. I kind of like that. Man of gas. Man of breath. 9:53. I guess it's pretty much time to that we can get out of here. Or we're going to hear one more song. Let's play one more song. Let's play one more from Astro Fells. Fool's Omen. We'll play it here. And then after that, we'll come back and we'll say our goodbyes. But I like these dudes. I want to give you another crack. Astro Fells, Fool's Omen. Right here on the Oak Show Tuesday night.
Stick to it, it's in the cards. on this earth, if it's in your heart, it's in the stars. So read the script, play a part. I priestess or king of hearts, hanging man, queen of cups. Give it thought and give it love, cause you're sleeping the night away, as if you won't see the light of day. But if you hear this, I know who you are. You got it. Perfect track record so far.
All right. Astro Fells, Fool's Omen, cool band. We're going to work to get them on the program. Love to talk to them about their good stuff. Phillies with another win tonight, 2-1 extra innings. Nick Castellanos with a big RBI double, and the Phillies have taken the first two from the Milwaukee Brewers with Rhys Hoskins back in town, and a first-place team with a winning record. Imagine that the Phillies are actually beating good teams as well. Let's check that. Yeah, I did say that weird because a lot of crying going on. Baseball, of course, the Phillies got the win. Braves got the win as well. That keeps the Philly lead in first place at 7 games. And they're currently sporting a tie for the best record in baseball with the New York Yankees. But the Yankees have Baltimore hot on their tail. Of course, I'll be there Father's Day to see the Orioles and the Phillies. I look forward to that. We're going to get out of here. We thank everybody. We thank Kate Boytek, of course, for an amazing appearance tonight on the show. And she is just absolutely one of the greatest. Make sure you check it out now. The brand new single, House Fire, is out on Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube. Kate Boytek on Facebook, Instagram, one word at Kate Boytek, www.kateboytekofficial.com. We love her. We thank her. We thank everybody that tuned in tonight, briefly, long term. Good thanks once again to my man J.D. Wolf for holding up the fort. Kinsey King in the house as well. We saw him popping in. Adam Kovitz, of course, Sour Station, saw him pop in. We appreciate it. We love it. We will see you next Tuesday night with Vinland live on the Yo Show. Wow, that was a weird lighting. This thing gets weirder every week. A little bit of the flaws of going live. St. Ricketts is going to take us out of here with Fire Cannot Burn at www.saintricketts.com. Come up on 300. We'll stick with the boys because we love them. Click that out. Whoops. Hang on there. As I said, we're going to stick with the boys because we love them. Get the volume. Okay. We'll see you all Tuesday night. Have a great night.
and deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So